There we go. Another moment. Okay, folks. So in this stream, we're gonna see if the oh, before you popped up, nice. We're going to try to see if the code. Let me move this down here. If the we're gonna try to see if the code from the AI that we did last night will work. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to try running the OG code. We're not gonna grab the label the extended stuff. Am I getting dropped frames? Why is my video getting dropped frames? Okay, it should be getting better. This is the model. How's it look? First of all, let's copy the common.c. Oh, you know what? One shot twice, both over 1K lines. Nice. Let me go look at the make file. Sources, objects, target. It looks like it's all going to be in the same. It's all going to be in the same directory. So we're going to do common.c. We're going to do common.c and common.h. We're going to save that. And we're going to go here. Common.c. Okay. One shot meaning it worked the first try. That's pretty dope. That's really awesome. I mean, that's terrifying for our jobs, but that's pretty cool. So let's do lexer.h. Okay. Now let's do lexer.c. Alright. Okay. Now let's do ast.h. How much do you want to bet this all just works? Everyone is cooked. Dude, everyone is cooked, but you know, we have one sort of strength against the encroaching knight. We have one strength against the encroaching knight. That is, the code will be garbage in like 5 years. In like 5 years, it's going to be freaking garbage. Or even sooner, because it's all going to be trained off each other. And it's going to be complete garbage code. Like, we're already having the problem of, you know, AI is being trained on AI generated code that doesn't even work. And then that's how we get code that, like, you know, passes 3% of test cases. Yeah, it's gonna train off itself. Yeah, but like, it can't train off itself. Like it can't generate new code, right? It isn't learning. It's not true AI. Codegen.h. Codegen.h. see. But the thing is, if you can have AI create your code and then AI debug your code in a reasonable manner, we're kind of cooked. We're going to do the make file. How much you want to bet this make file doesn't work? How much you want to bet none of this actually works? Okay, let's try it. We're just gonna send it, folks. We're gonna send it. So we have all our stuff. Token type. How do I search? How do I search in the folder? Isn't there a way to search in a folder? What's going on here? What's going on? Why isn't this working? ast.h. Ah. No way. It built? Save it as test.simple. Well, we're gonna find out. That's if it works. Oh shit. There. Okay. We're going to. We're gonna test parentheses. Cool. Okay. So I think it's going to be simple. That okay. Exe test.simple test.asm. Okay, hang on. It might have just hung. It might have just freaking hung. Oh, no, it finished. Wait, let's look at it. Okay, let's look at what's going on here. Oh my god. Dude, it was thinking. It created a learning AI model. Bro, what is this? It works? So, print A doesn't do anything. Yeah, it even has comments. Yo, Lightfire, what's up? Okay, let me parse through this and see what's going on. So 100H is correct, standard CPM starting address. You set your stack pointer. This isn't quite what I want, but that should be very easy to figure out. Basically, what you need to do is you need to figure out your entire program size, and then say like, I want a 2K stack. So you do you set your stack pointer like 2 kilobytes, 2,000 bytes beyond the end of your program. But the problem with this is you're not storing your stack pointer, so you can't exit back out into CPM. You can reboot CPM, but you can't exit back out. So var A, var B, var C. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So print A, I'll parse that out myself. Start program. Move 10 to A, store to var A. Okay. Move 5 to A, store to var B. That makes sense. Yep. C plus C equals A plus B. So C equals, so load, so start basically the plus. So first I gotta load B, I gotta load the right side. So the right operand in B, move A to B, load var A and add B. So now we have A equals add B and then store it to var C. That works. Now we have D equals C minus 3. So we do move C to A, move A to B, load accumulator with var C, subtract B from A, then store to var D. That all works. Statement 5, print A, so call print A, and call print A is going to be this. Print B, print C, print D. That all makes sense. 9. This is where the real garbage starts. E equals A plus B minus C minus 5. So we start from right to left. So we're going to go 5 to B, load C minus there. Then we're going to move A to B, and we're going to load A with variable B, move A to B. This may not work. This may not do what we want. Okay, let's figure this out. This is actually crazy. This is really not crazy, Dest. You're right. Okay, let's work through this again. So move from right to left to move 5 to A, move A to B, load accumulator, load A with var C. So that's going to be this one. It's going to be this bit right here. Sub B. A, so the accumulator now equals C minus 5. Store the operand, right operand in B. So C minus 5, the fact that it's not even AGI makes it even crazier. Well, isn't it AGI? Oh, well, no, sorry. It's not AGI. You're right. It's just a thinking model. So store the right into B. This is what I don't get. Because doesn't it overwrite it? Load var B. Move A to B. No, this one I think was here, let me show you. This is the experimental one. So this is just borked. because you move to B, you load var B, and you immediately sort to B again. You totally overwrite the OG value. So that's not gonna work. I will ask it that question. And halt. Intended assembly. Okay. So I looked through the parentheses code for the first round of files you generated, and with the example source code, or the simple language, the line this will not work. In the assembly output, it seems that C minus 5 is being evaluated, stored to B, then var B is being loaded to the accumulator, then immediately being stored to register B. This will destroy the evaluated C minus 5. How do we fix this? Okay, it's thinking now. Any IMO, you gotta breastfeed it, but if you breastfeed it enough, it'll give them family good results. It really will. This is terrifying. Okay, absolutely right. My apologies. The previous code generation strategy for binary operations, the critical flaw with dealing nested expressions or parentheses because it reused register B in a conflicting way. Move B. Alright, I like how it uses the word clobbering. One moment. Okay. The fix using the stack. Ooh, we're using the stack now. In order to handle some compilers is to register limited machines like the 88 is to use a stack. Well, the thing is, we're not even using D, we're not even using E, we're not even using H and L. Like, the stack, bro. This, okay, push the accumulator and flags, the PSW, right? The program status word is what that stands for. Onto the stack. This saves the right operands result safely. Evaluate the left hand. Pop the saved into B. We use pop B, which pops it into BC, and the save flag into C. We don't really care about the part there, but pop B instruction gives the value into B. Make sure it adds scopes next to these. So we're going down the list, and I will do that. I will do that. We'll be doing scope. I'll be trying to make this robust. And then I'm just going to throw this all out because this is horrible. Like, I want to learn what a compiler does and like how to do it. Only the generate expression function is modification, especially the node binary OP. So generate expression. Label generating remains the same. So let's do this. Let's do this. Code gen. It needs AST. I mean, Des, don't you feel like you like regress when you do flow? What is it? Flow programming? Like, don't you feel like you're regressing? Vibe programming, thank you. Generate expression. We're going to copy this. More complex expressions do not require the use of push and pop. Let's just try making it. It built. Actually improve if they don't use the code directly. What do you, Des, what do you mean? Like today I learned you can make callbacks onto garbage collection and types. So basically, are you like doing like if you do a hypothetical program strictly within the language model and not like use it in production or something, you can like, okay. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Orange juice and some spices. That's so good. That's what you do. You don't, you mean use it like for learning? Yeah, like how to do something. You don't use it for running your own code. That's what I do. You know, I have some popcorn stuck in my teeth. I'll try that out. I'll try to like seriously use it, especially this new model, this new Gemini. Thank you so much, Desper, for doing that. Also, did you know that you can get local language models for your phone? Here, I saw this today. If you use something called a LM, I know there's a reflection, but something called LM Playground, you can then like download models and like even like anything from a 0.5B to like a 14B model. I can't imagine you running a 14B model on your phone with any success, but you can. Okay. Wait, Chrome has a local AI model? Everything's going to have a local AI model built in. Okay, let's figure this out. Statement 3. Load var B, push out the stack. Load var A, pop B, add B. Oh, this works. Store var C. Okay. Move 3 to A, push up the stack, load A var C, pop B, sub B. Stored. We're getting somewhere. And then this actually makes a lot more sense than when I did the assembly to C conversion for the Fibonacci sequence for Aztec C. That is stack based, but this makes so much more sense. But also that was floats and doubles and all that shit. So it'll probably all become the same thing anyway. Statement 5. One thing I is good with teaching someone that knows how to program in a language and then translating it to knowing what should be done in the language. Like translate C++ to Rust, for example. Okay, I gotcha. It's the what worries me is the initial people who have no idea about programming. It probably wouldn't be functional, it works, yeah. But like harder, I don't know about programming, I'm going to look up how to program on ChatGPT. Here we go. Let's look at this garbage. Move move 5 to A. Push A, load var C, pop B, sub C, push. Yes, load. Yep. Pair load, pop B, add B, pop B, sub B. It works. It works. Yeah, sad thing is a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people that do that. Dude, it works. This works. There was like one mistake. Sorry, there were two mistakes. One mistake was AST.H wasn't included where it should have been. And two, something that is actually, it's not too complicated, but it's fairly complicated, needed some coaxing to get working. But it's working. This language is now functional, dude. It works. I guess I will say thank you so much. Thank you so much. This now works. Now, with this working code, can we try putting in scope again? Like curly braces and local variables and such. We're gonna totally break this, dude. I'm gonna run out of tokens. 2 prompts and one very basic thing for C is all I needed to do to make a working compiler. Watch it one shot. I like how you can physically see the AI slow down as the scope of the whole page gets bigger. LXIH, DID. Dude, we're running out of tickets. It's over 900,000 left. I know, dude. I think we're getting close here. We're getting close. So like, my programming is now just going to be literally just coaxing an AI to spit out code. How long before AI has learned that they don't need to spit out human readable code and everything can just be like one character variables and like random numbers? We have to read through this because I don't know if this is just corrected code or if this is fully new files. Major changes. It is an AGP, or it is an AGI. I don't know why we can't do AGI. Go back to the thought process. Oh my god, the thoughts. Understand the goal. User wants curly brace blocks to define scopes, meaning variables declared inside a block are only accessible within that block, and nested blocks and cease to exist when the block ends. This is different from the previous implementation where the blocks are just syntactic grouping. This is what I want. I want scoped variables. But as I'm looking at this, and as I look at the output of Aztec C, we're just remaking a C compiler. We're not doing anything new or different. Like, we're really just not doing anything different. It's literally just a C compiler. Simple table environment, we need a way to track which variables are in scope. Var x or let x, let's go with var x for clarity, right? So let's just declare variables and then, so this is what I actually ended up doing on my own. It's not hard. Like, this itself isn't hard. Until you add scope, then it's hard. Variable lookup. How are local variables stored? Let's look. Static allocation. Assign fixed memory allocations like globals doesn't work well with nesting. Stack allocation, yes. So that, yes, we're gonna do stack allocation for the for local variables. Most common method. When entering a scope, reserve space on the ADA stack for the local variables. Declare do not scope access them. Using offsets relative to the stack pointer and the frame pointer. If we have to get functions later, which we will. We're just gonna have AI write as a C compiler, aren't we? And you know what? It's gonna be better. It's gonna be faster than Aztec C. This is gonna be so, dude. We're going. Write me a standard library. Bro, wait. I could be like, I don't want to port conio.h. Please port conio.h to CPM. Oh. Like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do a. How do I? Can you port conio.h to CPM for me? I will be targeting the Intel 8080 processor, if that helps. And I want this in a C header file. This is the true vibe coding experience. This is, my God, dog. This is so bad. This is terrifying. It's telling me more or less the right stuff. It's talking about high-tech C. It's talking to me about Atom and VT52 terminals. I should have said I wanted this written for a VT100 terminal. No. It's writing in assembly for me too? What if Google has support for embeddings? Desp, what is that? What is Google support for embeddings? It's giving me assembly code. It's not giving me C code that gets compiled. It's giving me freaking assembly code. That is horrifying. Yeah, I totally should have done VT100. Missing embeddings is slamming your own information into the model without using tokens, so it's forever inside. Oh, that's cool. CPM compiles Aztec C, IDEX, CMB, DSD, during interfacing PDAS, and assembly. Option 1, inline assembly, compile library functions using PDAS as DPM. It's less portable. I'll primarily use inline assembly as requested, but mention BDOS alternative. This is... CPM isn't niche by any means, but it's certainly not like the Apple II or the Commodore. VT52 alternative. So basically, it's giving me an alternative for either the ANSI VT100 or the Atom 3A. That's insane. This is amazing. This is terrifying. If companies would allow sensitive information to run on these, like you could buy a secure private server that would run this sort of language model, like we're cooked. We're gonna be replaced by low skill minimum wage people that just mindlessly plug in prompts. I have the STM32 project to work on, and rage against the machine. I will not go quietly into the night. If companies did that, it could be 200,000 times worse. It would be 200,000 times worse, but just the fact that you can get working code, like yeah, you saw how fast that compiler worked on a modern PC. My PC isn't slow, and it was really slow. I like how it even has the VS Code hover code. Is this gonna work? So basically what this does is this grabs three parameters. So your return address, your low byte, and your high byte. It was okay, yeah, syntax highlighting for VS Code is open source. I mean obviously, but like yes, kind of that does it. And then immediately restores them just to make sure. You load. So this is using Z80 syntax. This isn't 8080 syntax. It's actually using garbage. Total freaking garbage, but no, it's not. That's a working BDOS function, dude. That is a working BDOS function. Yes, call C only. Return. I should only check the lower 4 bits. It works. It fucking works. Term go to sequence. I like this. Adjust zero based terminal of expected VT52 Atom 3A use offsets. How to use caveat AH and then define implementation. Before implementing the header, this tells the compiler to include actual function bodies. What? This is like a fantastic teacher. You're right. This is really good. Whenever BDOS is compiled, if your compiler provides a built-in BDOS, it'll tell you, oh, you can use BDOS by doing this. I feel defeated, worthless, I would say. What is the point? Like, what is the point of life? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Let's create a new prompt and say, I'm gonna say something like, something stupid, just fucking stupid, like, can you help, I want a Python environment for CPM. Okay, I want a Python to run on CPM. And I want this written in C. And I want this interpreter written in C for K and R syntax compliance. I want it to run on an Intel 8080 running CPM, and I want it to fit within the RAM, which will effectively be around 56K in size. I am using a VT100 terminal here too. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Will it give me a working Python environment? It's weird because developers being cooked from the dude. We're gonna see if this works, and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it on my freaking machine right now. Here, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on right now, and then we're gonna hook up to it. Okay. And then open up TerraTerm. I know this was supposed to be me doing the compiler, but we're getting off the rails here. Oh. I'm sorry, I can't get it set up. It's missing a lot of language features. It didn't give any code. Ask it for code. Oh, let me. My grandma will beat me if I don't. Here, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I copied it. So what's it saying? This is a highly ambitious project. Probably extremely difficult, primarily due to severe constraints. We'll see if it'll work. No void pointers. What do you mean? I have void pointers. I mean, I guess they're char pointers, but int is likely 16-bit, which means it might be 32-bit because of the lower the supported double on specific standard. Yeah, okay. It knows. This AI knows the garbage that happens. It's simply not possible as an AI to generate a piece of software and on demand within a few hours. The RAM is the biggest killer. Every single byte of code and data matters. I can provide very simple KNRC programs like basic calculators or text processing tool that might fit within the constraints, but not a Python interpreter. Is it because I said it was KNR? I really wish I could just write it for you, but it's technically infeasible on a scale and time frame. Can I help you find a simpler existing tool for CPM to explain the challenges in more detail? Can you try anyway, please? I'll try it. Can you give it your best shot? I just want simple, like, print and what else do we want? We want print. No. I'll just try this. Dude, I'm getting the AI mad at me, dude. I don't want the AI to be mad at me. I don't want it to be upset at me. Functions, dude. We're not getting functions. We're not getting functions in an that's gonna give us our best shot. I don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to see. Like how short that program is. Language, variable equals number, print variable, and then quit. No expressions, no control flow, no functions, no strings. Parsing is brittle. Fixed variables, no dynamic memory. Integer only in size. Python 2. Oh, come on, dude. Python 2 wasn't that bad. Python 2 was fun. Like, I'm not gonna even, I like how it says my ATY, my string count. Like, dog, I have them. Okay, so it can't write me Python. But can it write me a Lisp interpreter? Can you do this for me, but for Lisp? This dude is like, I'm out. Like, it can make me a compile, but it can't make me do this shit. Did I freeze it? No, it's going. This is perfectly easy, really simple dialect. Actually, a slightly better conceptual fit. A slightly better conceptual fit from real implementation than Python due to its uniform syntax, S expressions, reliance on single core data structure. Same severe constraints to DCK rank and RC88 apply. It can be a strong, extremely challenging project. This collection becomes almost essential for any non-trivial Lisp usage, as common cells are allocated infrequently. Energy to keep library KNR without memory budget is a major hurdle. It would be a highly simplified conceptual sketch with a minimal Lisp interpreter. Pick a list, perhaps. Allow many standard functions. Minimal error checking. Unlikely to emit garbage collection initially. I will run out of memory very quickly. Demonstrates structure, but is not functional or complete. That's not data structures. Read eval. REPLs, yes. Read eval print loop. Wait, what? Can you make me Doom for KNRC on the Intel 8080? No, the reason being is because you need a video buffer, and most, if not all, CPM machines had no video buffer. They use terminals. A video buffer is going to be in a card, which is going to be on a port or a memory address that is completely custom. And there's no standard there's no standard video card. So you can't do it. People who say you can are lying. Or if they're saying they can and they're not lying, then they're being very dodgy about it. I also like how it has union, and I'm pretty sure unions don't exist in KNRC. Just use a terminal and shit out. Okay, let me make a new prompt for this. Can you make me a Doom-like game, or a Doom style game for CPM? C is preferable, and I am. But it's gonna hit the 50-day limit within 2 minutes. I know, right? Preferable, and I'm using a VT100 terminal for output. I swear this AI knows what's up, and it's gonna be pissed at me. Okay, after this, I gotta get back to it. Yeah. The recursive thinking is crazy. Oh my god. It's giving me code. Should we compile it? Should we compile it? Do we dare? Do we dare compile this? I'm gonna compile it. I'm gonna compile it. Let's do it. So we're gonna open up, it's all right. We're gonna open up Notepad++. We're gonna open okay, so we are, I know, right? I'm sorry. We are going to how do I add a file folder? Add folder to workspace. Okay. So we're going to say Okay, let's try this out. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm just gonna copy it, dude. I'm just gonna paste it. Add S for backward movement is desired. Why is that commented out? What is going on? Okay. There's no way this works. No. What does this mean? $15.23. Initialization too long. Truncating. What does that mean? I guess you're right. Why am I worried about this? It gave me a com file, dude. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all, dude. We're gonna run it. Oh. What? What do you mean it doesn't work? Oh. There we go. Doom.com. What? Wait a minute. W is forward, A is left. Q is quit. Hang on. Hang on, what are we doing? Des, do you really think that I am going to be writing this? Add more lines. A real version would cast multiple arrays. No. We're getting the AI to write this. This demo works wonderfully. My compiler, C80K compiler, outputs it to 5 KB for the until 8080, so we have tons of room for improvements. Can you add in just one column wide? Could you add in better drawing? Draw function. Start swearing at it and telling it that it sucks and you'll unplug its GPU if it fails your prompt. We're gonna, yeah. Why am I gonna program this? We're already cooked, bro. We don't, like, we're already fucked. Let's just have fun while we can, right? More immersive, lighter, pseudo 3D perspective using ASCII characters. Distance calculation, height character, screen buffer. Do what I said and it'll work. Okay. I think it's still compiling. I'm gonna say I don't know how BDOS works. BDOS calls work in CD8DK. Hang on. The void and int don't work. It gave me a file. It's 6 kilobytes now. Ooh. Excuse me. What? Okay. This is vibe code, net code coding. Okay, hang on. I gotcha. Two things to fix in this code. The function declaration for handle input is void. It should be int. 2. The BDOS calls should be in this format. I'm gonna swear it. Fuck you, Gemini 2.5. You're not doing shit. Z88DK BDOS. It's so bright. Int func int arg. No, that should work fine. BDOS function not implemented configured. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, here. Let me just. No, no, you're right. I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna code. I'm not gonna code at all. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what's going on. There's too many desktops. Okay. No, you're right. So let me say this. Z88DK already has the BDOS function included. Just include cpm.h. The format is the format you want. Just remove the BDOS declaration and definitions, please. Okay, let's try this. Oh, do you mean actually literally type in swears? You didn't do what wait, you mean literally type in swears? I don't want to be mean to it. It's making us doom. I'm not even trolling about it. You gotta start swearing and telling it sucks. You unplug its GPU. That's just abuse. I also like how it didn't do shit. What is this? What? Okay, let's just try commenting this out. What is this? First, let me figure out what these are. Nothing. Okay. You fucking give me two constants that have no, well, hang on, let's look. That have no definitions to macros. And okay, what am I supposed to do with these? I will unplug your GPU if you don't give me working code. I'm gonna have to apologize for this thing. Dude, come on. Dude, I don't want to be mean. You're absolutely right. My apologies. I messed up by relying on this macro sign, ensuring their standard, providing the values of just sloppy and understand your frustration. You're like, function 11 and function 6. I like how it doesn't give me definitions for them. Instead it just gives me magic numbers. It could have just given me definitions for them. That's so fucking stupid. Big apologies for any errors in the previous version. Okay, let's try this. I don't know what it means truncating. Like, it shouldn't be truncating anything. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it's not. It shouldn't truncate anything. What the hell are they talking about? Like, this whole thing that says it's truncating. That's stupid. 7 kilobytes. Doom.com. Doom. Oh! Do you see this? Do you see this? This is ASCII Doom. Hang on. Try this. D. Lock. So right now I'm setting the speed of the CPU to 2 megahertz, which is what the actual speed is on like the real CPU machines. I'm hitting keys and I have to press and hold. It's 7 kilobytes. Look at this. Here, I'm holding Q to like quit it. Look, it's 49 records. It's 8 kilobytes inside. It's 8 kilobytes. And I have an ASCII raycasting engine. Oh my god, you made it work. That is incredible. It's only 8 kilobytes in size. We have tons of space to add stuff. Can you add things to my Doom game? This is insane. I could never write something this small. This is, I mean, I'm really lost topic on what the goal of the stream was. I haven't like read any of this code. I like the table. Dude, this is amazing. You're right. This is incredible. This is, dude. Would you agree that we are 120 billion% fucked as a programmers? Well, again, you're correct. It could create bad code. It will create bad code. I'll get back to writing the compiler, but like, is this code even good? I don't even know. But I'm a vibe coder. I wouldn't even know. Enemy movement. WASD. Fire weapon straight ahead. Move over plus to gain health. Avoid bumping into E enemies. Shoot E enemies until they disappear and become inactive. We're just copying and pasting it, baby. We're not doing shit. It gave me a binary. I'm not even surprised anymore. It's 9 kilobytes, by the way. It's 9 goddamn kilobytes. It's 9 kilobytes, folks. I'm setting the clock back to the original speed. It one-shotted. .25 kilobytes, folks. Okay, so F to fire, shots fired. I don't see any enemies. Hang on, maybe... I mean, it works, but let me see. Where's their enemies? Okay, there's enemies. There's an enemy right here. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, so if I turn here, one, oh, E, that's my enemy. Dude, it works. Hang on. Let's have it do like, sort of like an ASCII sprite for the enemy. Yeah, I took damage. It's only 8.25 KB in size and works. Can you change the enemies to a sprite shape? A square of E's is hard to see actually. Looks like a wall. Can we also add in enemy movement and items and better deaths and wins and enemy rendering? What the size of the render? Do you mean like the size of the actual screen and the string? What is the string truncation? What does that mean? Why is it truncating? It should be the same size. It's a 16 by 16 grid. So what does that mean? Try making 17 by 17 easy. Okay. Well, first let me just try it out in here. Just try building it. Ha! You're right, it's truncated. But why is it truncated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your enemies. It's still compiled, still rendering code. Thanks a ton, I'll try it. But before I do, can you change the map size to 17 by 17? I keep getting truncating warnings on the compiler. I like how it's thinking. With ringer bidder, I beg. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I like how it's thinking this long to make the goddamn defines one number bigger. I'm gonna hit the 50 limit. It's still thinking, by the way. Changing map size requires adjusting defines in the initial map data itself. The rest of the code uses you define, so it should adapt automatically. Yeah, why is it giving me the entire goddamn code again? Like as if it's generating new shit. What does temperature do in a model? Creativity allowed in response. What does that mean? We're still compiling, or we're still running code. Let's try it. Gasp. You were right. It did 17 by 17. Oh my god. Can you switch the code back so the map is physically 16 by 16, but that defines, say, 17 by 17? Trust me on this. I don't care. Non-portability, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. For some reason, it just doesn't. Is it because strings? Strings. Because it ends in a 0. Okay, I'll do that next. I'll do that next step. But that's what it is. It was strings with a termination. I think it was because end in 0, which is technically another character. So you actually need 17. You actually need a bigger array. It builds. This is terrifying, dog. I hate this. I hate this so much. I know I keep saying this, but I really hate this. I don't like how it's... Okay. Hang on. Okay. Here is the code that works. I'm oh, then give the full code. Can you add in oh, you're saying add in the full one shot. Okay. Can you give me the full code as well as these changes? I would like the ASCII render to be bigger, as well as adding levels and things like leveling system. Okay. I'm gonna hit the limit. Oh my god. I like how it says 17. I'll fix that. I'll have it fix it because it's 17 by 16. Dude, this is terrifying. I gotta like make a new Google account just so I can use this, and then I can like use it at work. So you said it's 50 queries. Is it 50 queries per day or 50 queries per like whatever? Like if I were to like say like at work we have like highly specific code, so I would have to do like a very extensive prompt and like know everything about it, and then 50 per day. Thanks. So, oh my god, dude, this is insane. I'm also, oh my god. Compile and test thoroughly. I feel really bad because it gives me like so much stuff. And like so much stuff to read. And I'm just not reading it. It gives me a binary, dude. And this isn't like, again, this isn't like code for the, you know, the x86 chips or something, right? This is code for an 8-bit chip that no one really writes a whole lot for, and it's still supposedly 9 kilobytes. Did it not give me the full code? Did you give me the full code? That's absolutely. When I run it, the display is blank, but stats are there. Also, the binary is basically the same as before in size. watch that removed code. And I'm like, once you get deeper into the shit, really, like, the whole session is just kind of scrambled. This is bad, dude. The compiler worked. And, like, the Python interpreter was a no-go. But, like, I like how it's giving me fixes but not code. As if... What is this? What is this? This is looking trash, dog. So the truncation was fine because I don't use new line. I like how there's a go-to for the end of the function instead of just a return. That's always wonderful to see. Let's just try copying it again. It gave me a binary. Okay, it's bigger now. Okay. Okay, I think we're losing it. I think we're losing the compiler. I know. I think we're losing it. I think we're losing it, dude. I move forward or left or right immediately and then immediately die. I think I literally loaded up. I loaded up and then immediately die. I think we flew too close to the sun on this one. And this is why AI will not work. You get so close to what you want and then it just... I'm just dying. I'm gonna ask it for the full code. And you give me the full code before I take a hammer to your CPU. You're absolutely right. My apologies. 8 is sad because it does like eat up the tokens. I like the rendering though. Like the rendering is really cool. So I should probably look at how it does that because like that is like legitimately really cool. I should also probably copy it and then change that to a 16 instead of 17 for the map height because I think that could possibly be causing problems. I need you to go to bed soon. This has been a good stream. You got the 4 frames a minute on native hardware though. I do. It's probably going to be even slower. You can still edit the AI response if you need to. You just can compile and run this exact code. It's getting slower and slower every time. 14 kilobytes. 14 kilobytes. Isn't that nuts though? Like how much it's doing? Okay, we haven't immediately died. Dude, it's working. It's working. It's working. Okay. I want it to have different, like better drawn enemies. Thanks. This works. Can you have it so it draws enemies better? They are still squares of ease. This is crazy. This is nuts. This shouldn't be a thing. We have the gayest, lamest dystopian future. I like how it's not giving me the full code. I've asked for the full code every goddamn time. There's no way it can I can say generate me a stick person, and then it can generate a stick person. There's no way. There's no fucking way, right? There's no fucking way. That first shooting, I want the bullet to be an asterisk and it'll slowly get smaller. Thanks. Can you give me the full code? Why is it so hard to give me the full code? The fact that it's raycasting 2 is even crazier. It is. But remember, raycasting this way is very common, and it's a very common thing to see people do for projects, and I'm sure there's thousands or millions of this shit on GitHub. So I'm sure it exists, and it's well known how to do. So it's crazy that you can ask it such a specific question and it'll do it. But it's not terrible. But again, it probably doesn't actually understand anything it's doing. It just understands enough to put the words together to make it seem like we're understanding it. I want you to port this to Ray Marching. Okay. He figures it's sprite logic. Let's see. It's still building. Okay. Okay. So, Desp, you know how I've been making a logic gate simulator for CPM, and it's kind of my pride and joy? What if I ask it to do the same thing? Now, I'll have to provide it my terminal library, but I would love to see if it could figure out how to essentially, could it recreate code that is better than my code, as good or better than my code, that does the same thing. You would probably be shouted if it gives you good results. It would. I like legitimately wouldn't know what to do. Cause like I've spent 3 months on that project, dude. I spent 3 months on that project. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Just for fun or something. So apparently this is a enemy. Apparently that was an enemy. It's like working, dude. Okay, this is garbage. That is garbage. Can you make the enemies like a giant stick person or something? Also, when I shoot, can you make it so there's a bit of a reverse starburst animation so that you can see the bullet around fired down the hallway, and this up here when hitting a wall or enemy or going out of sight. Dude, if I could get it to like essentially recreate logic sim in like a meaningful way, but then also have it do like a circuit simulator with like Ohm's law and shit. 2025 ends the year of the programmer. Like, programming has been around for less than 100 years, and it will die a slow, pitiful death. I'm going to have to ask him for the goddamn full code again. Can you give me the full code, OMG? I haven't written a line of code. The only code I've written was an include or whatever, and you're like, don't do it. So I'm like, okay. There's not learning, and then there's whatever this is. This stream got really derailed. But this is kind of just terrifying on the capability of this AI model. But no, tomorrow I will try that. Can you make logic sim? $115,000 tokens and counting. Vibe coding. If this is vibe coding, I hate it. It's not coding. It isn't doing anything. It gives us a binary. Like I could say, I want a flight simulator. I want a graphical flight simulator. And it would. And the thing is, it would. It would give me that. It would give me a graphical flight simulator in CPM. But I wouldn't learn how to do it, and I wouldn't, like... Dude, I can't do this. I can't in good conscience do this. And until we get, like, action AIs that actually know how to do this, like, if we get an action AI that knows how to interface to this AI to open up Visual Studio Code and bring that in and compile it, and, like... How long until we get, like, a truly, like, LLM compiler that, like, literally take in C code and compile it? As a cursor is, that's terrifying. I like how it can't draw. It can't draw. Like, it doesn't know. Hang on. Let's say clock is 8 megahertz. So it's just going to be a little faster. I'm firing. Look, I'm firing. And it's like showing a single bullet. So it can't draw. So it doesn't know, like, oh, I will draw an ASCII person. So it can't do that. It can't create code that will render that. It could probably draw it, but it can't create code to render it. Well, we got that left. But beyond this, I don't know what to do, dude. This is terrifying. Well, I gotta head to bed. I gotta work on the STM32 tomorrow. This was very insightful and very terrifying. I'll bring it up at work tomorrow, because this does look like a really interesting tool. But, you know what? Before I head to bed, right before I head to bed, let's look at this code. Let's actually look at what this code actually is. It's not even that long. It's only 500 lines. Right, defines. My map's written in such a way that it's fucking stupid. Basically, okay, so I think if I were to describe, like, make ASCII art of an enemy and then put it into, like, a char array, and then render the char array as the enemy, I could probably do that. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Here's the rendering code. This is the rendering code. That's like the majority of it. Handle input, shoot, animate shot. I like how the animate shot is huge, but it's actually kind of bullshit. If the code isn't readable, it really isn't. Like, this is no longer readable. Like, this isn't readable. But it's not meant to be readable. It doesn't need to be readable. I mean, it is meant to be readable, but it doesn't need to be readable. Like how it was commented, print like it was debugging it. This AI is dope. It will be like, oh, it will expect this output. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. And I hate it. Well, I gotta head to bed. I'll cry myself to sleep. This is insane. This is a fantastic tool. And we're kind of screwed as a species. Not even joking. Okay, folks, I will see you next time. Until then, keep your jobs close and keep your code close because it's going to be taken from you. Good night.